Hey my friends, welcome back to a new video today. We'll be talking about 10 steps to protect your energy. Because often we find ourselves feeling drained out and we feel like we've given all our energy away and we don't know what is happening. So how to protect your energy so you can always stay in that beautiful alignment with yourself. So my friends, the first thing that is truly draining our energy is always gossiping and complaining, and judging others and so on. That's what is draining the most of our energy. And if we truly become aware, like how often we are gossiping about others, how often we are just sitting and complaining. And we've been wired often to think that way. So we truly need to become aware of those unconscious programs and we just need to catch ourselves. And rather than maybe complaining about something, we could ask ourselves, what can I learn from those experiences? What can I learn from that person? Because each person is our life, is our teacher. We can always learn something from negative people, same as from positive people. From some people we can learn to not to trust them, not open ourselves to those who are not ready to receive what we have to offer. And for others, we learn how to open more of our hearts, right? So we just need to become greater observers rather than gossiping and complaining and judging and all of that. We learn to become greater observers. And observing is never draining our energy. By observing, we become more conscious of how we want to invest our energy. And once we become truly aware of that process, which is usually happening automatically until we become more conscious about it, we recognize that, our energy is in our hands, it's in our power, how we want to invest it, it's our conscious choice. As soon as you grab your phone, you start scrolling around and suddenly you start comparing yourself with others. We are not aware at the process of doing that, but soon we find out that our mind is full of information. And if you just imagine that each thought is an invested life force, each thought you think is an invested life force, we become truly conscious of, I don't want to think about it. I don't want to focus on those things. I rather want to stay self-aware, and that's what will help you to protect most of your energy. The second thing is to let go of the things you can't control. That was a huge thing for me because, often we find ourselves focusing onto all possible things, especially with all the drama that is happening around the world. And there's many things we can change, but there's also many things we can't change. And often we find ourselves focusing onto what we can change, and we start again complaining about it, or we start feeling bad about it, or whatever it is. That when you focus on something you can actually change, you will start seeing the ways how to improve it, how to make it better. And suddenly you will feel better. And suddenly you will become more aligned with yourself. And when you will become more aligned with yourself, you will become more creative. You will become happier. You will become more joyful, more energized. And when you will become more energized, you will become a greater help for others as well. Because now you will get into a state where you will want to help others, or where you will want to do something new, where you will want to shine your light with others, right? And that's how we start helping. That's how we start shining. So, my friends, if you feel drained often, become aware of at what kind of places your mind is wandering most of the time. Then the third thing As I said before, my friends, avoid comparing yourself to others. This is really important because especially to young generations which are growing up with Instagrams and TikToks now and all the social media. If we are wired to compare ourselves with others, it means that we are wired to live in the lack of joy. Because comparison is a thief of joy. And there's always a greater approach to life than comparing ourselves with others. Seeing ourselves in our own unique way and recognizing that, you are beautiful, you are enough, and you are all that you can be. And, more we become aware of our inner beauty, more we become aware of our authenticity, what is truly making us unique. We recognize, there's no need to compare myself with others. When we are scrolling around or, whatever we are doing, we'll always find people which on the outlook, they look better than us, or they look wiser than us, or they look richer or happier than us. But what is happening within them, you will never see that. No emoji can show you how they really feel. And the greatest wealth truly is our internal state of peace. And if we are truly taking care of that, if we are nurturing our inner garden, we don't care who's better, who's wiser, who whatever is happening outside of us. All we care is how well can we express ourselves so we can lighten up somebody's day. And that's all that matters, my friends. It will help you to not just to protect your energy, but to raise your energy as well. The fourth thing that will help you to protect your energy is to keep your faith larger than your fears. This one is so huge. Because, of course, for many people, faith will say, it's a religion thing or whatever. But, having faith into something bigger than your fears will always inspire you to look up for something bigger than your fears. If you don't believe into anything bigger than your fears, then your fears will be your guideline. Your fears will be guiding you, and you can ask yourself where my fears are guiding me right now. They're hiding me to stay at home, close down, I'm afraid of every possible thing, and we will not do much, and we will feel depressed and so on. And many people are in those states. So how to protect your energy so you will not fall into trap of fear? Well, expand your mind, my friends. There's always, if you build a faith into yourself, who is yourself? Who is yourself, my friends? When we say, I believe into myself, it's not just faith, it's a belief. I believe into myself. What it means? It means that you believe into your internal power that can allow you to do anything you want to do. It means that you have a capacity within you to do or to create or to achieve anything you want. Only fear is actually avoiding you from doing that. Only fear is telling to you why you can't do it. Fear will trigger ego, and ego will say to you that you're not good enough, that you're not as smart as that guy, or you're not, you don't have the right supplies to do that, and so on. If you have a great connection with your heart, you have everything you need. And that's all you need to know when it comes to that, my friends. The fifth thing to protect your energy, your vibration, is to always listen your intuition and don't do anything that doesn't feel right. Here's a huge difference. When fear says something to us, we'll say, it doesn't feel right. No, you're just afraid of it because it's unfamiliar. But when intuition tells us that it doesn't feel right, it is an intuitive voice. It is telling us that it's not a good thing to do. It's not the best decision for you. So how to find a difference between your fears and your intuition? Always ask yourself, is it coming from my heart? Is it that not feeling good coming from my heart or from my mind? Am I making it up? Because intuition is always that gentle voice which is coming from within. But mind is always searching for reasons why we can't do it, why it doesn't feel right. Intuition will not give you reasons because you don't need reasons to do something. But on intuitive level, we feel the vibration of a potential future. And when we feel the vibration of the potential future, we can sense, well, maybe we just don't need to be there. Maybe we just don't need to do that. Because it may be something dangerous for you. Maybe it can be something which will drain you a lot of your energy. Maybe it's something which is just not meant for you, and so on. So if we recognize that being in tune with our intuition is greater than anything we can do, we will always keep up working on building greater relationship with our soul, with our internal guidance. So once we learn to create a greater or to build up greater relationship with ourselves, we'll always be more in tune. So work on that. If you're wondering how to build a greater relationship with myself, meditate more often and just listen to your body. Just listen to your body. You will see at the beginning, if you will just calm down for 5 to 10 minutes, just relax, just calm down into breathing, play some beautiful music, and your brain will calm down, your body will calm down. And from there on, just listen to your body. Just listen what your body is telling to you. Or ask your soul where your soul is guiding you. What could be the next decision to make, the next thing to create, or whatever it is. Pay close attention to that. The sixth thing to protect your energy is to don't be afraid to spend more time alone. Often when we are hanging with people, when we are walking around and, sometimes out of loneliness, we are craving communication and relationships. And usually when it happens that we are alone because we need to build a greater relationship with ourselves. So look on life as each moment is there to teach you something. Each moment is offering you a great opportunity. And if it happens that you found yourself being alone, like nobody's calling you or whatever it is, just embrace that. Be happy with yourself and learn to create a beautiful relationship with yourself. Like calm down and just be with yourself. As I said before, it will help you not just to protect your energy, it will help you to raise your energy. Because if you imagine, like every time we are interacting with people, which is great, we are exchanging information, we are exchanging energy and life's experiences and love and compassion and all of that. It's also important to be with ourselves so we can build a greater relationship with ourselves, so we can recognize what we actually need, what we actually want, in what kind of direction our life is guiding us. Every time when we are communicating with people, we are giving our energy away. Sometimes, if those are soulful conversations, we feel more alive after the conversation, but often we are in those small talks and those conversations where we don't go below the surface. And often at those times we feel more drained. So, my friends, love yourself enough to to know how to stay or how to be alone and feeling good about it as well. Not that you will be alone for the rest of your life, but you will not care about it anymore, because once we truly fall in love with just being ourselves, we don't care what is happening, because each moment is an opportunity to learn something new, to experience something greater. And when it happens that we are just alone with ourselves, it's our opportunity, like your soul is calling you, this is your time to connect with me. This is your time to connect with me. So always look from that bigger perspective. The seventh way to protect your vibe is to speak kindly to yourself. Speak kindly to yourself. Like you're talking to people you love, you will see, like, if you just become aware how often you are in that negative self-talk. We've been talking about this before. How often you are in the negative self-talk. Not because you want bad things happen to you, but because you've been wired to think that way. And to rewire our brain, it takes time. It's a process. But we need to start somewhere, right? We need to start somewhere. So become kinder to yourself, and you will see it will protect so much of your energy. You will feel more energized than ever. Let's say for today, I will not think a single thought of myself in a negative way. Today I will not think any negative thought about myself, and just be aware and catch yourself. As soon as you say something bad to you, catch yourself. And then practice it for more days. Let's say for 20 days, for 21 days, for 30 days, for 1 month. And you will see that your vibrational state will completely change. You will see that. And that's where you will become aware of the power of your mind. The next step to protect your energy is to nurture yourself well. Meditate more, take time for a bath or whatever helps you to just to just enjoy the moment, or do some activities, sports, yoga, or whatever can help you. Often people are just forgetting about themselves. Often people are focused how to please others, but never how to please themselves. Not in a way that you are pleasing yourself, but just that you are taking care for your body, for your vehicle, which is allowing you so you can shine, so you can express yourself. But because we've lost ourselves in the mind, which is a social structure, we forget how important it is to nurture our bodies, how sacred our bodies are. And once we become aware that, those vehicles, those are truly amazing things, we start truly appreciating what we have. And you will see your health will improve, your energy will improve. So do something creatively. Creativity is always raising our vibe. When we're doing something playful, like drawing, painting, writing, dancing, singing, or even cooking, cleaning, washing, whatever it is helping us to raise our energy. And if we recognize the pattern, every time I'm doing something where I can play, where I can joyfully express myself, I feel more aligned with myself. Isn't it amazing? Isn't it the best way to truly raise your vibe? And from that state, create some boundaries which can help you to stay in that state, which can help you to protect your energy. Because, if you catch yourself how often you start pleasing people, and from where those needs to please others are coming from, you will notice that those are all coming from your childhood. And that's where you start healing the wounds from the past. And becoming aware of those wounds from our past will help you to protect a lot of your energy because you will start acting more consciously. The ninth step to protect your vibe is to stay away from people who drain your energy. Become aware, like, how many people are in your life just because you think you need their presence. How many people are in your life which are completely draining your energy? Every time you meet them, you feel drained after it. Some people are just what they call energy vampires. So there is no, like, we don't need to talk much about it. We just need to become aware of it. Like, what kind of people are draining our energy? You will see that those people are in your life, so you would learn to recognize the importance of your energy, to recognize when to say no, when to put yourself at the first place. Once you will learn that, you will see your energy body will change completely, because now you are becoming more responsible for your energy body. Now you are becoming more aware of what you're doing, and you will see a huge change will happen. And the 10th step to protect your vibe is to ignore any opinion that don't enhance your life. Like, especially when it comes to manifestation, or when it comes to reaching our goals and dreams. Sometimes we start sharing these ideas with others, right? And some people start pulling us down. Some people start saying to us, oh, you will never do it. You will never make it happen because of all different reasons. So ignore any opinion that don't enhance your life, my friends. Because you don't need any opinion. But what you truly need is what your heart is saying to you. So listen only that. But remember, when opinions from other people are coming to us, those are the reflections of our internal fears and internal wounds and internal, like, our inner shame or guilt, or, whatever we still feel negative towards ourselves will be always reflected in people around us. So we would be reminded what we need to heal or what we need to become more aware of. So when those things are happening, when people are saying to you things which are not really uplifting your life, you don't need to care much about it. But you need to also learn to just ignore it and say, well, I know what I need to do, and I will do what feels right for me to do. And you will see that through the time you will start trusting more to yourself than to any voice which is coming from people around you. Some people will not believe in you, some people will believe in you, but it doesn't matter. If you believe in yourself, then everything, all the doors will open to you. So that's what will help you to protect your energy. And you will see through the time, after some time, you will start caring less what people say about you. And you will start trusting more to your internal calling, which is always guiding you. What I love to call it the divine compass, which is always guiding us into the right direction. So build a greater relationship with yourself, and the awareness over your energy will become so strong that you will always know what is the best thing to do at the present moment, how to protect yourself, how to raise your energy, what to do right now. And it will also help you to manifest greater things in your life, because your energy will become stronger. When our energy is stronger, we focus on something and it happens really fast. And it's a beautiful process. So remember that it is a process. It is not a one-day thing. If you're having hard times with something, it's all a process of learning lessons and growing out of them or outgrowing them. So That's it for today, my friends. I'm sending you lots of love, blessings, and power. Have a beautiful day and see you in the next one. Remember, till tomorrow we are still running a giveaway on my Instagram page, I Draw My Passion. You can win a free print of the painting Infinite Potentials. Go there and check it out. Till next time, one love.